Hey ladies, how are you? So I tried doing Zoom 2 times and it didn't work. For some reason, it just would not let me. Let me see if I can get people added to make sure that I can see if people can hear me. But people couldn't hear me. It's so weird. I think because my computer is like 10 years old, so it literally just doesn't work sometimes. So I'm going to invite Felicia because I know she was on. But I'm super excited for this month's training, and I'm not going to let me stop me anymore because I've been trying for a half hour on Zoom, and I'm like, you know what, forget it. We're just going to go live because we know how opposition works. And I'm going to talk for another half hour, or probably longer, but I had already talked for a half hour. So today I want to talk about body language. And for whoever has just jumped on, let me know if you can hear me now. We love technology. It's so awesome. So we're going to talk about body language for our business because it is so important to know, especially if you do live events. It's important. Oh, awesome. Shandy can hear me. It's important to do body language when we're selling. It's important to do body language when we're in like a computer. We want to use this whole entire space, but we will kind of talk about that as we move forward. But I want you to know that body language is what makes you successful or not. 80% of our results in our business come from body language. 7% come from the words we actually use. Let me explain. So I was in an event this weekend, and I went to a booth. It was a Young Living booth, and this lady's like, come to my booth, blah, 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 like, let's talk. I'm like, awesome. I love supporting, like, moms in business. And so I went to the booth, and she just spewed on me. Like, I'm not kidding you. We sat there with my baby that was, like, whining and just wanted to get out of there for, like, 45 minutes. And I think I said 2 words. She was going off about how the oils, like, how they're all grown in Utah and how the business started here and they started internationally and worked their way in, blah, 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 blah. I literally toned out. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then she'd ask me one little question, well, what oils do you love to use? And I said, I love using like Young Living, doTERRA. I'm not partial to any. So then she went on to spew more about how doTERRA stole Young Living stuff and like blah, 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 and how they really like don't know if their stuff's sprayed or not sprayed, and like went on to these like spewed stuff that I didn't ask about. So I will tell you, I know I brought this up before, but 80% of your sales comes down to body language and 7% comes down to words. Nobody cares technically or realistically, nobody cares about your data. Nobody cares about what you think they want to know. I literally would have bought anything from her because I was like, I just need some oils. So I love Young Living, I'll buy some. But by the end, I was like, I don't dare ask a single question because it's going to go on to an hour-long rant. So I literally just didn't ask. I was like, and I didn't buy anything because she gave me too much. She was bashing businesses, like bashing doTERRA. After I said I used doTERRA, instead of like loving me through it and being like, oh yeah, doTERRA is great because of this, this, this. But it's like she wasn't even there for my needs. She was there for her agenda. I think she sold me on every oil there. Well, tried to sell me on every oil there. I know about how every oil is made. I know everything about Young Living that I didn't even care to know, besides the couple questions I wanted to ask, but I didn't dare ask because she spewed. So remember, 80% of your sales, 80% of your business should be body language. 7% data, 7% words. So now, I'm giving you a bunch of data now, so it's kind of funny because everything's going to be backwards, but it's because you guys are in my inner circle. You want to know that next level. So when people start to ask, they'll ask for what they want, then you can spew your data. But I see too many people, so 80% body language, 7% words, and 13% tone, your emotion behind it. People care about your emotion, or if you love it, like people can tell if you're happy about it, or if you're truthful, or if you're just about to sell. So I'm telling you, 80% body language. And I know it's hard in a screen, but I do a lot of live things. So for people that do live things, this is huge. So for Felicia that does makeup, say she's doing a makeover on someone, she should be bringing the energy to their face. Like, you know, say I have my cell phone. You guys, you have to have an Android. An Android is the only way to go. Why buy an iPhone? If you have most of us have iPads. And if I didn't buy an iPhone because I have an iPad, it's like the same thing. And I couldn't do the split screen. This, I can do the split screen. Plus, look, my screen has actually cracked and I can still use my phone. When that happened with my iPhone, I couldn't do that. And I can do so much more for my business. There's so many more apps on an Android than there actually is on an iPhone. And so you have to buy this iPhone or this Android. Plus, guess what? With this Android, I have a case that protects all the electromagnetic fields from going into my brain and damaging my brain. So you have to add the case for an extra 10 bucks. It's just a must, especially if your kids are playing on the phone, because you don't want them to get brain damage, right? Right. So do you see how I'm like bringing energy? And this would be different. Like I wouldn't say bring it in versus like, you guys, don't buy an iPhone. You have to buy an Android because Androids are just the bomb.com. They're so much better than an iPhone. Like, do you just see how I'm like covering the case? I'm not really bringing energy to it. I'm like flipping it around like I don't really respect it. Respect what you're selling. Really honor it. Really honor. I don't care if it is a pen. Honor that pen. That pen is the most amazing pen. You cannot buy another pen like it. And you really utilize your space. You utilize everything that you're trying to sell. And you don't just flip things around like they're not important. You treat them with respect. If you have to set that pen down, you literally set it down with respect. And then you put it in its place. And then you start talking again and using your body language. Your hands should go above your head at least 3 times during a sell. You look at Kirk Duncan, except if you have BO. I feel like I have BO, and that really did not smell good. Anyways, so what I would say is, like, you should be bringing your hands above your head over and over and over. And if you look at Kirk Duncan, Tony Robbins, and this is really hard because I'm in this, like, little tunnel, so it's kind of a bad description, but I think you guys will get what I'm saying. If you guys watch me speak on stage, I'm always huge. I'm big. Tony Robbins is big. I tell people, go 3 times what you think is comfortable when it comes to tone and then when it comes to body language. Because if you can bring it big, if you can bring people into you, if you can talk about giving them something, you're literally messing and moving energy in this aura all around you. And if I can bring, like, if you guys notice, I always say, I love you guys. Like, I bring you guys into my heart. And I'm telling you, if you can start to utilize the energy around you and throw energy at people, they can start to feel it. You can become successful just mastering your body language. And it's really hard to teach on a screen, so I'll do the best I can. But I think it's important for you guys to know. So if it's beneficial, say this is beneficial, even though I'm not able to go like full out completely. But guess what? I do the best I can. And that's what I tell you. And I go up some. So you'll notice I do a lot of this in my videos. Like, if you guys want to up level, like, I literally bring my energy up this way. So like Talisha asked, so how do I do that for my inner circle? So what I would say is I would do my little spill. Like, I use 7% words. I use mostly body language. And I would say, you guys, so for my challenge today that I have you guys doing, my name is Talisha Carter. I do energy work and I love it. And I would love to provide you guys a space to come into my home, my own personal home, where I take care of my family and I can take care of you guys, and we can just get together and we can bond. We can come together as one, and we can really learn energy, learn how to dive in deep and literally change you from the inside out. And by doing that, you're going to up-level your energy and be able to surround your home. Do you see how I'm taking up my whole computer screen? Now, what you could do too, because I noticed you do a lot of videos that are standing far back, that's fabulous. That's actually probably better than sitting like this. So I would utilize, because what you can do, it's hard on a Facebook Live because you can't get it to go long like this unless you're on a computer. So on a phone, it cuts it off. So what I would say is stay within the blocks that you have, but if you can do it on something that's long-wise, I would utilize that space. Like if I was standing and I was far away, like you could literally utilize the whole screen. And so I would say start utilizing your screen. If you can do them standing up, that's awesome. My phone keeps dropping lives like no other, so I have to use my 10-year-old computer. So I'm doing the best I can. I always talk with my hands. I love this. I'm glad it is actually a good thing. It really is. And it will make or break, it'll make or break a sale, because if you don't use your hands, people can tell if you're like, so what it means if you're just in like this, like if you're trying to sell something like this, because a lot of us put our hands like this, what expression is that giving out? That I am strapped, that I'm constricted. Your body language is not lining up with what you're really saying, and people can read right through you. Whether you believe it or not, whether they read body language or not, it is your nonverbal communication is facial expressions, it's gestures, it's eye contact. Now, my computer is a 10-year-old computer, so I can't look directly into the camera without like, so it kind of sometimes looks like I'm not looking at you, but eye contact, when you're in a live setting, look people in the eye until it's uncomfortable. Make them look away first. And so if you go to Kirk Duncan, you feel like he's always talking to you, and there's always a moment in time that he looks you in the eye. Because if he looks you in the eye and he gets you to feel that emotion, everybody around them will feel that. And then you look to the next person. But what tends to happen is we speak to people in classes and we talk to the back of the room, or we like look around and we like scan and we try to talk to everybody. Slow everything down. I will promise you, you'll want to speed everything up. You'll want to race through everything. You'll want to look at everybody, or you'll stay to one side of the room, or you'll pace the stage back and forth. You go, you stop on one side. You look at somebody. You talk to them. Maybe you look to somebody 3 rows behind them. Look at them. Then you slowly walk your way as you're talking to the middle, and you take time to put energy throughout the entire room. How do you do Facebook Live on a computer? The same way. So you just click, like you're going to write a post, and then on the top it has like a camera button or go live, and you can go live. Long ways trips me out. I don't know where to look. Haha. Do I look at the camera, myself, or the screen? I will only do it from a laptop or a computer, because you have to stay, if you do it long ways on your phone, you have to, I think your phone needs to be, I guess, so the camera on the left, and you have to look directly at the camera. I can't do that and read comments at the same time. Someone was telling me though, like if you start the live out, they've changed this, if you start the live out sideways, it'll stay sideways for you, but you still have to look at the camera, and I can't do that, so I know I'll mess it up. So I will only do it on a laptop or on my computer. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, yes, so weird. Awesome. So nonverbal communication includes facial expressions, gestures, eye contact, posture. Like people can tell if you like are hunched over, leaning in, like if you're leaning into the computer like this, or if you're sitting up straight. Like I want you all right now just to sit up straight. Tell me not it did not shift your energy. Tell me not that it did not relieve a little bit in your back, that it did not just feel good to shift up and stand up straight and stand up confident. I always tell myself, stick those boobies out. It makes a woman feel more confident. And I almost feel like that's why I love nails, because I feel like they just give me like a reason to show off like my hands, to use my energy. Do you guys feel like when you have nails, like you literally are just like, oh yeah, always using them, or like just feel like you have to use them or utilize them? And so I just feel like it brings elegance to me, and I use my hands more if I have nails. It's really weird. Will my iPad work for this, or is a computer I think the iPad is going to be the same as a phone. stick those boobies out. No, for real though. Like when I'm like presenting, I'll be on stage and I'm always like, I used to have abnormally awesome posture because I was a dancer, and I would literally sit in the car and drive like this. And I used to get made fun of because my posture was so good. So I lost my posture. And now I have neck pain. I have all these issues because I lost that posture. And so I always tell people, like, it really does bring out confidence, because all through like school, I felt like, you know, I had a good, I hate to say following, but I felt like people liked me. I stood out. People wanted to talk to me, and it wasn't because of the way I looked. Like I had like buck teeth and like braces, and like I had acne. Like I was not like this sexy woman in school, but I felt like my confidence made it so like the boys liked me or whatever it may be. And it all comes down to just our body language. And literally, I want you to go put your live videos on mute and go tell me if you would want to watch you. With no words, no nothing. Just go watch your body language. Are you actually smiling? And this is one that I get caught up on. It's hard for me to talk and smile at the same time, but it makes a massive difference. And so there's still things I'm working on, but can you tell, even me talking while smiling, see, you can tell I'm struggling because I'm working through it, but it makes a big difference versus me talking like this. And this is typically how I talk. Imagine me on mute right now versus me talking like this while smiling. So there's still things that I'm working on, but the more you practice it, the better you will do. And so, see, I have to talk slowly, which it will slow you down to have to focus on your body language, which is a good thing. Let's see, definitely, I always slouch, haha, it's because I'm so tall and people always point that out already, so I feel like I have to shrink to fit their space. I don't realize I do this, which is awesome. Boobies are the reason I slouch. I know, huh? They like hang this over, especially if you're nursing. But, so just be aware that utilize that tallness as something awesome, because you're standing tall and confident in who you are. Don't ever bring yourself down to someone else's level, because then they don't think that you stand tall. They don't think that they will have to reach you. You're coming down to their level. You want people to know that you're confident in who you are and what you're selling and what you're doing. Yes, I like nails because my hands feel feminine. I just got them done recently and love how it really improves my confidence. No, I'm not kidding you. The day I stopped massaging, I set up a nail appointment. And it has made the biggest difference in my confidence when speaking. I don't know why, I don't know what, but nails make me feel sexy. They make me have like this feminine energy. And I always have my hands like spread out like this, which is awesome because it's bigger movements versus like, oh yeah, this. Like, but nails, there's something about nails, I'm telling you. I might be crunchy, but I will never get rid of my nails, ever. So, what was I going to? Nails are very feminine. They really are. Which is the benefit that Felicia has, because she gets to stand tall and represent who she is with her makeup, with nails, whatever it may be, and tell people how it makes them feel. To have other people be like, wow, this moved my business forward by getting nails. This moved my business forward by putting makeup on because of X, Y, Z. That is what you're selling. You're not selling like, oh, like bronzer, and this is how awesome it is, and this is what the product does for you, and this is how you put it on. Yes, people want the how-tos, but guess what people want? They want to be sold to. And people are sold to by you. People don't buy. People buy during the interaction with you. People do not care about the product. They can go to Walmart and buy bronzer. They can go to Walmart and buy this, or this. They want to know why they're going to pay that $50 for a palette versus the $5 for a palette at Walmart. And I will tell you, the reason I buy the $50 palette is because what it does for me, the way it makes me feel, the way it makes me look, the way that's why I buy it. It has nothing to do, like, I still buy like the Walmart primer. I just do, because primer doesn't do anything for me to make me feel confident. Yeah, I'm sure there's benefits, there's this, but I don't know how it's going to make me feel any different. So I still go buy the $5 primer. And so that's, do you see the difference? There's like things I purchase that make me feel beautiful or make me feel beautiful. Not look beautiful, feel beautiful. As soon as I started selling boutique clothes, I wanted to improve my everyday look. I didn't want to look frumpy. I wanted to come across as confident. And I love that. And you want to know why, Janelle? Because as you've up-leveled, your confidence has skyrocketed. And I don't care what people say, getting ready is important. Looking beautiful is important. Not what do you think other people want you to look like, but I will tell you every day my goal, and I don't curl my hair, I don't get fancy, but I get ready every day because my confidence has went to that level, and I want to get ready every day because I feel so good. Now, I still sit in my PJs while I work because I have to be cozy because I want to feel comfortable, but I guarantee that it has made the biggest difference by me getting ready, getting nails, getting makeup. And I guarantee you that has skyrocketed my business. People comment on, oh, you look so great. Oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. Oh, you look better than like the last time I saw you. Guess what? I've gained weight since those people have saw me. I used to be 98 pounds. That's just like what I am, 98 to 105. And that's not what I am anymore. But I look better than ever. And it has nothing to do with my look. They think it does, but my look made me. And so I love that. I want to make sure I get to everybody. Not that everyone needs hair, nails, and makeup to sell a product and feel comfortable, but for me, exactly, you find what it is for you. Necklaces were the first thing I started with. Now I don't even have a necklace on, but I love wearing my necklaces. Start with one thing. Work your way up. Like my next thing is to work on the bronzer or the color or whatever I need. That's like my next thing. But I will tell you, I started with a necklace, and it could be perfume for you. That might be it. So moving forward, so we're continuously giving nonverbal signs to our clients every single day. And I will tell you, this will make or break the trust. You make your first impression in the very first 4 seconds. Very first 4 seconds. What this means is everybody judges, all of us. And we all judge somebody by how many times do you meet someone and you're like, wow, when I first met you, I didn't like you. And then you're like, oh, wow, I got to know you and now I like you. And the difference is in the very first 4 seconds, a person will decide whether they will or will not buy from you. In the very first 4 seconds, that person knows if they are going to buy from you or not buy from you. Literally. So you're wasting your breath with that 7% words when you're switching that 80% body language into 70% word or 80% words. And so I want you to realize that, do you walk up and hug people? Well, you probably want to know how to read body language. I took a master body language class, so I kind of know how to read if people want to be touched or not touched. But do you like put energy toward them? Oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, I just can't believe how amazing you look today. Like, do you guys see my body language versus like, oh my gosh, you look so great today. I love where you got your shirt. Like, it becomes weird, but when you add energy to it, you all of a sudden know the right thing to say because you're connected. Do you ever feel like you don't know what to say in a video? Well, it just comes when you're flowing. Like, I try to dance to music every single day because it gets you in the flow of knowing how to pick up words. Like, if you notice, I do this a lot, or I do this a lot. And it's because I'm receiving. I'm hoping that I give you information and then you receive, and then I receive your energy. I give you my energy, you give me your energy. And it's this give-receive relationship. And so I put energy into everything. And I act like I am talking to 15 million viewers right now. Because if you don't have the energy out there like you're talking to 15 million viewers, you're not going to get 15 million viewers because you're hunching over, because you're too tall, or you're bringing yourself down because you only have one person, so you feel like you need to talk to one person. No, talk like you're talking to 15 million people so that 15 million people show up. Let's see. Yes, get ready every day. Help boost your performance. Yes, yes, yes. So in the first 4 seconds, people will decide whether they will buy from you or not buy from you. And they will decide whether they like you or they don't like you. I know I do this. Like, I know if I like a person instantly. Now, does that maybe change every once in a while? Yes, as you get to know people and you get more first impressions and you get to know them. But I instantly know if I like somebody or do not like somebody from the second I meet them. And it's so weird, and it drives my husband nuts. But he'll be like, oh, like, so-and-so wants to do this. And it might be a judgment, but I just know, I feel like I know if people are on my energy. And I'll be like, and it's a horrible, I hate even admitting this, but I'll be like, no, like, I don't really feel like they're going to be serving friends. Like, I don't really feel like we're on the same page. Now, that's judgment. So my husband has to put me into place and be like, let's be Christ-like. We're going to go with them. We're going to do this, like, because we don't know them. And so I know that we can't judge people off of first impressions, but let's be honest, we all do it. We all judge somebody by their profile picture, and they have like massive cleavage and like all this stuff, and we're like, oh my gosh, they're so slutty or whatever it may be. Like, we've all done it. But I will tell you, utilize that tool as like, think of what people are, would you want to be your friend? Like I said, mute yourself on a video. Do you look friendly? Do you look happy? Or are you not? Does your profile look like something, you know, like that you want to, someone you want to be friends with? Or, you know, like Janelle, I love her profile picture. She looks fun. She looks exciting. She looks playful. She looks like she knows how to like be a little kid and like dress up for Halloween. Like, I love that. Felicia's profile picture, I can only see the people that have typed, but it's like, she looks like she has a healthy relationship. She has, you know what I mean? And so really be careful about what you're posting on Facebook. But that's kind of more into something else. We're talking about body language. Stay on body language. Stay on body language. Okay, body language. The person will know if they're going to buy from you. They know if they're going to like you. They're going to know if you're a kind person or if you're not a kind person. They're going to know if they find you intelligent or not. And I can guarantee you that it's not about what you're talking about. I did a class yesterday on gut health, and I got so many amazing critiques, and I think I taught less than I ever had because I was so rushed into 30 minutes. But I had a PowerPoint, and I kept doing this, and I'd be like, look at this, and this here, and this here, and I was talking, I was using it, I was like, yeah, ma'am, do you have a question? And I like reached out to them. Like, I wasn't like, yeah, you over there in the corner. Yeah, you, do you have a question? Or the head nod. Yeah, go ahead. Like, I literally reached out to them. I said, stand up. Will you please ask your question or whatever it may be. Like, we want to utilize the body language. That is the only thing I did, is I used the energy to bring people towards me. And I told people, you guys, like, I didn't even sell anything in my class. And this is what I said. I said, okay, you guys, like, this is what I had. I hope it was valuable. If you have questions, please come to my booth. Bringing their higher self to me. Come to my booth. Come get your questions answered. Come get a free sample. Like, I'm literally, like, bringing their energy to me. But while I was teaching, I was giving all my energy to them. Give, receive. And so that's kind of, if you guys have questions, because I'm almost to the end, make sure you ask them and post them below. See that? Post them below. Versus if you guys have questions, post them below. I'll get to them. No, post those questions below, peeps. Like, do you see the difference in energy? And it might feel weird, like my hand's literally hanging above my ear. Like, that feels uncomfortable to me. But I know it works. And if I'm bigger, people want to come to me because whatever I have to offer is bigger. And people want to feel more. They want to feel more space. They don't want to feel constructed. And so if you feel like you have an open bubble, if you feel like you have all this energy, people are going to want to work with you because you're a sense of relief. You're a sense of, I know that I feel peace, that I'm big, that I'm happy. Like, I always tell myself, oh my gosh, I just want to be like one of those happy wives that are just happy about everything and blah, 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 blah. Like, they're contagious. Like, you know those people that are just positive about everything? That's what I want to be as a wife and as a mom. And those are the people I follow when it comes to parenthood, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to like those are the people I follow because I want to be like this happy perfect. And I know it's not going to be me because that's not my personality. I'm very tough love. But guess what? The people that want more structure in their life, the people that want more structure in their business, they're the ones that come and work with me. And guess what? They're the ones that get results because we're on the same vibe. I have something they actually want. But when we're trying to like pretend to be people we're not, or when we try to do it like on our own, it just doesn't work. And I'm really good at expressing that to people, that quit wasting your time trying to do it on your own when you could get there 10 times faster. And so I have to be like that tough love energy. But guess what? In my home, I want to be that soft, loving mom. And so what do? I resemble the people that are like that. I try to act and do what they do. I try to mimic their body language, the way they hold their kids, the way they make dinner, the way, like, I try to, like, create that, because if you act it, you be it. This is very fascinating. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so glad. I love it. So really, that's all I have for you guys today. Unless you guys have questions, make sure. As this group is sharing, so eventually this is going to be like a membership group. It's a paid membership group, but some of you got in at the early bird pricing, so you're in for a lifetime. So until I actually get my website up and can create this paid like membership group, what the structure is going to look like for the people that come in as a paid, they get, and you guys too, because you're already in here, you get never itch your nose in a video. That means you're thinking, just so you know, that means you're thinking, and people know that. So what it's going to look like is you're going to get that once a month training. Then you're going to get a once a month Q&A where you can come in and ask all of your whatever questions you want. It's like a business mastermind. I'm hoping all this will be on Zoom. I couldn't get Zoom to work today though. And then obviously I'll do mini trainings on Facebook, and then I'll do like the posts and the comments. So that's what the structure looking forward is going to do, so that I can better serve you guys, and you guys are like, well, what do we even get in this group? It's not just like another Facebook group. No, you get like actual training, actual business training. So that's what's going to be happening. I would love, love, love for you guys to invite or share your experience so we can get more people in the group, so we can get more questions and we can get more things coming in. And it's just something that I would love for you guys to help me out to do. I do have an affiliate program for anybody that does sign anybody up, I will give them a kickback to signing people up for this group. So that's kind of what I'm going to be launching. I hope you guys go participate in the Go Big Challenge, because that alone is going to be, I want you guys in this group to utilize it for your body language. I want you guys to go big in your body language in whatever I'm talking about. So in my challenge today, it's, claim your brilliance. So I want you to claim your brilliance on your personal page, and I literally want you to go through, and then as you go through your stuff and you start to have questions, write them down, and then when we have the Q&A, bring those questions with you, and I will be able to help you one-on-one on how to master what you have questions about. So if that sounds great, send me some hearts. I would love to see that this was beneficial for you as I create more structure. But I appreciate you guys coming into the group, still hoping you've had massive value up until this point. But you guys got to come in at a lower price point. And so I hope I still gave you the value, but it's going to be a lot more structured, a lot more content. And I'm super, super excited to help you guys grow your business. I have slots for 2 strategy sessions this week for people that are wanting to see if it's going to be a good fit to work with me one-on-one. Make sure you sign up if you want to do that. I love you guys. You guys are so, so, so awesome. And have an amazing day.